Oh my God, who the hell cares?
What's up, boys?
Oh, I need to move the camera.
What the helly?
What the hell, Deontay?
It's okay.
I'm tweaking good.
You're good, bro.
I'll keep this in. I don't care. We need to hit this hour mark.
Keep it in, bro.
We're back.
Whoa!
Dude, this is a hot stuff. Alright, now
Guys, we're keeping it in.
Now, I might cut this part out because this is getting embarrassing. Guys, we're freaking back. My cortisol is spiked.
It's spiked, bro.
This is no good, or as Japanese would say, shogun high. Which does not mean no good, but it means it cannot be fixed.
Oh, shit.
Which is great.
Damn.
Kaji, that means fire, but in the context of a structure.
Ah,
so basically
you can't
being
say
like
Kaji.
So you can be like, Kaji, like, it's on fire, it's bad. But,
damn, bro.
Anyways, y'all, this is a Friday cast. I'm back on the pre-workout because I need to maintain cortisol spikage.
Okay.
I was road dogging again. We was in Canada.
True.
And conveniently.
I'm not fucking with my pose right now, but it's okay. Yeah,
Fix the posture, kid.
I don't know, man. It's just...
What's going on? Shorts riding up weird? Oh, we're both on cargo shorts.
We're both on the cargo short gang. Yeah.
Guys, I got new cargo shorts. I got 2 new pairs. They came with complimentary belts, which attracted me to them.
These
originally.
kind of belts or like actual belts?
Micro belt. I should have grabbed it. Whatever. I'll put up a picture of the thing. Whatever. Timestamp. But what originally attracted me was, so there's this guy on YouTube, 18 Arrows. He's I'm pretty sure Green Beret. I think he's pretty mysterious. He like hides his face because he's cool.
Yeah.
But he makes a bunch of videos on like,
sorry,
yeah,
bro. That was good.
on like whatever, like running around in the woods like an idiot guy with a gun sort of stuff.
Fuck yeah.
And he has his own product, which is a belt, which he calls the Ruck belt. And it's basically like the thinnest belt possible, and then the ASMR is crazy, dude. You're blowing out people's speakers, but yeah, cannon blast. But the belt just uses what's called a G hook, and it's like a loop on the one side, and then it just hooks in, and it's like whatever, a millimeter thick. But the whole thing is, when you're in special forces, you want
Alpha Boy training.
When you're in Alpha Boys training, you want a super thin belt. So, dude, we're about to get a dog in here. What's up, Murphy? This is how rushed I've been. I haven't even said hi to him since coming back, bro. This is huge. Thumbnail potential soon. But, yeah, you don't want it rubbing on you, when you're wearing a pack for like 2,000 miles. But anyways, his belt is $184.
Whoa.
The actual like buckle part is made out of titanium, but it's still like the size of your thumb. So it's like, come on, bro. What are we doing?
You're overcharging me here.
So, this is all. I'm telling this out of order. This is like the movie Dunkirk. You don't.
It's okay. Let's do it, bro. It's okay.
I was at the mall and I was wandering around in Canada, and I went to LL Bean because I've never been in an LL Bean store actually, and I went in and I saw a backpack and I was like, that looks interesting. And then a lady who was Indian, which doesn't matter, but it might, was like, are you looking at backpacks? And I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm literally.
Are you looking at the backpacks?
No, dude. She didn't
sorry, bro.
She didn't even have a Canadian accent.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Some sort of spasm or tick. I'm
not sure I mean, I had a scratch in my throat. Sorry, I just had to.
Had Indian frog in your throat.
I had to understand what he was saying, so I had to repeat it back to him.
Yeah. That's a common method.
Yes.
But I was like, no, I'm not doing anything. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm literally aimlessly wandering around. Thank you.
Yeah.
But anyways,
you're just living, bro.
Let's start from the top. All right. First of all, a confession of guilt. I dropped the ball on scheduling because I knew that I was going to Canada, but then my first priority should always be the pod.
That's right.
And my number one priority was not the pod, obviously, because I had to leave on Wednesday because, I had to go to Canada for work Wednesday through Friday. And I was like, John, we're boned.
Boned.
So worst case scenario, I did bring my mic and headphones and like the flash drive up.
Oh, did you?
I had no reason to bring the flash drive. I was just cyber tweaking.
But maybe we could like astrally project the podcast.
Yeah, just in case
into the universe.
Just in case we needed to do a remote one.
Yep.
But this ended up working. Here we are. It's gonna be an hour, guys. We have to leave. We have to watch a cool movie called The Odyssey. It's about the Honda minivan.
It's true.
But anyways, all right. So Wednesday morning, I head out, and I am driving a company car, so I had to go pick it up at Honda.
Damn.
Driving, get there, and there's like a special little chain link gate thing that has direct access to our area. This is the original barrier that cucked me out of being able to be where I needed to be when I interviewed for the job.
No.
Because the map my recruiter gave me wasn't updated enough to have this fenced in area.
No.
So, whatever. Different story. Weave. But, so, I had to get through there, and there's a car gate, and there's a person gate.
Yep.
And I'm like, well, I need to go through the person gate, obviously. Scan my badge, and it's like a rotating door, and it doesn't move, and, like, the reader is just blinking.
Yeah.
And I've had problems with door access in the past, so
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I can't get in. Cool. I'll go in through the doorway. I'll just look weird. Because I wasn't wearing my work uniform or anything because I was leaving straight from there. So I was literally just basically like this.
It makes sense.
Just an NPC taking a stroll through the parking lot. Not a big deal. So I go in through the car one. There's a security camera there. There's crazy footage of me somewhere.
Is there?
Just stumbling around. But I go in, I get the car, and I drive out. And I park next to my personal vehicle so I can transfer all my belongings. And I look. The gate went up, and it's never come down.
Really?
It's been like 5 minutes with it up, and I'm like,
oh no.
All right, I guess if you go in on foot, it just stays up.
Yeah.
Cool. Al Qaeda's gonna get in the building.
No.
Whatever. See you guys. So, guys,
don't let the counterintelligence know that, bro. They're gonna watch the pod.
I've been legitimately fighting demons on this Canadian trip. So the route is supposed to be 6.5 hours.
Yes.
I say, thank you very much. I'm leaving at 6. I'm going to get there at 12:30.
Yep.
Realistically, I'm going to dilly-dally because, I don't want to crash and die, so I'm going to be taking my breaks.
Yeah.
Doing pee stuff. Not
Hell
a big
yeah,
deal.
bro.
So I'm driving, and let me tell you, dude, the strawberry banana Fairlifes.
Dude, I know you've been hitting them.
I think I guzzled 4 of them on this trip. But, so, not a big deal. Stopped once in Detroit at a Sheetz.
Oh, the best, bro. I love Sheetz.
Sheetz is an ally. They're a friend of the pod.
I love Sheetz.
Sponsor us soon.
Sponsor us, please. They have cool ads, too.
This is true. They throw Z's on everything.
They do.
They're so tough.
Dude. Yeah.
But picked up the strawberry banana Fairlife. I only stopped at Sheetz because I knew they had them.
Yeah.
Because that's the only place I've seen them. So had the cop.
Had to.
Also got a Welch's Grape Ghost because my dad drinks those.
I think I've had one.
I've never had one before, and I'm like, all right, this is either gonna be
Murphy, stop.
Why he backing that up?
Bro, why you backing up on me,
bro?
bro?
Why you his SDI dog? But so I'm like, like father, like son. Let's guzzle this, John.
Yeah.
So driving, and it's border time. And
it's border time.
Last time was the first time that I went to Canada as an adult.
Yep.
Previous times I was 4, but
damn.
Last time I was with a group of people, I didn't have to do any talking because I was in the back. I just had to nod and hand over my passport.
Yeah.
This time, Daddy's turn to talk.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm feeling the thump, the thump, the thump.
Yeah.
Whatever, guys. Even the alphas get nervous sometimes.
Always, bro. Always.
I'm not one to try to hide my emotions, so here we are. The line is not long, but it's taking quite a bit. Yep. The vehicle in front of me is from Texas, which struck me as odd.
That is
I'm
odd.
Immediately thinking narco traffic, just because my alpha boy tactical mindset.
Yep.
But
there's drugs in the car.
I think they got pulled off to the side, though, because they were there for forever, and then they drove off to the side, not straight. So I think they might have gotten searched.
Damn.
I could basically be a Canadian border officer, not a big deal. I would have made the same call.
You would have had it.
And I didn't even have to investigate. I knew they were guilty.
But would you have seen the plate without seeing it from the back?
If Texas requires front plates, I would have.
Ah, yeah.
But I probably would have recognized the rootin' tootin' accent.
Yeah.
But so I drive up. I see a swish through the window of the border guard station. I say, that's a ponytail. Female officer.
It's a lady.
Biggest fear. Female officer.
Yeah. That's scary.
lock in, bro.
They're gonna grab the gun, bro.
They're gonna grab the gun. They're gonna think it's a taser.
That's true.
Guys, I'm not sexist. I just don't think women should use their jobs. Whatever. This is a joke. This is a comedy podcast. Whatever.
Always.
Guys,
it's
ignore that anytime we say out loud it's a comedy podcast is because we're talking about something that could potentially remove us. No,
we've never done that. It's always oddly timed. Yeah.
It's just a coincidence, guys. Listen. Whatever. Anyways, so I'm feeling nervous. Not because she's pretty.
Yeah.
Not that she wasn't, but she wasn't.
Okay.
Anyways, so it's interrogation time, and you have to go there.
Murphy, stop.
And you're not allowed to say you're working, because then they'll be like, "Where's your work visa? Where's your work visa?" Because we're not actually working. We're going there for work.
You're watching.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah.
So she's like, "Oh, well, first of all, threw me off.
Oh, bud.
hit me with a good morning, bonjour," and I was like, "Good."
What?
I wanted to say
a French Canadian.
Yeah, I wanted. Well, all their signs they have English and then a French.
Oh shit!
Like right next to each other.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wanted to hit her with a bonjour, but I had to turn my brain into manual transmission mode because I'm like, this is not goofing around time. Don't say bonjour back.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello. She's like, oh, what brings you up this way? And I'm like, lock in.
Yeah.
I have a business meeting with a supplier at Honda of Canada.
Yeah.
I'm like, mission passed.
Yeah.
She's like, okay, where is that? And I'm like, the Honda plant is in Alliston, Ontario, but I'll be staying in Barrie. And she's like, oh, okay. Do you know where you're staying? You have a hotel? I'm like, yes. She's like, can I see the confirmation of the reservation? And I'm like,
no.
I have to scroll through my email in front of this. All right.
You gotta lock in.
Find it. And I'm like, here you go. And she's like, well, okay, how long will you be here? And I'm like, well, today is a travel day. Tomorrow's the actual meeting. And then first thing Friday, I'll be coming back.
Okay.
She's like, okay.
Okay.
She's like, do you have any guns, drugs, weapons, knives? No. Guys, technically a lie. I had a Leatherman multi-tool, which has a knife on it. But
whoa.
That's not the kind of knife she's talking about.
Oh, okay.
We don't need that drama.
That's
because
true.
If I was like, well, technically, I'm getting pulled off to the side.
For sure.
So
I have a knife in my multi-tool.
Yeah, these are situations where you don't need to tell the complete truth.
This is Alpha Boy training.
Anytime you're dealing with any sort of law enforcement, you don't have to tell the entire truth. If they don't ask if you have a gun, don't tell them you have a gun. You have no legal right to tell them unless they ask you.
What if yours is better than theirs, though?
My gun is always better than theirs, bro.
Oh my god, he's got a gun!
I'm not going to point it at the camera because I don't want to scare you guys, but I will point it at my penis as I reinsert it in the holster.
Just don't shoot it, bro.
Just don't shoot my penis off, bro. Anyways, so get through that, and then she's like, any alcohol, tobacco, nicotine? And I was like, no. She's like, are you going to drop anything off that'll stay there? And I was like, this is a question I wasn't anticipating.
Yeah.
I was like, no. And she's like, okay, have a good trip. And I almost said you too.
Oh,
and
that would have ended
due
it right
to
there.
my autism, I felt the need to tell her, I almost said you too. And then just sat there and smiled at her. She didn't even laugh or smile or anything. She just looked at me. So I was like, oh, God. Okay, whatever, man. And I drove off.
Oh, no.
But
I would have done the same shit,
at this
bro.
point, I had to pee for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm looking to stop. But due to the stress, I forgot I had to pee. So I just didn't need to anymore, which was weird.
You locked in.
Yeah. And then I switched the car to kilometers an hour. Guys, Canada, you're too slow. Anywhere in the U.S. that would normally be a 55 mile per hour is like a 49 mile per hour when you do the conversion. So infuriating. However, I was not going to speed because I don't want to get a speeding ticket in a company vehicle in a foreign country. So
yeah, don't do that.
I'm an idiot. I was getting passed by everybody basically the entire time.
Oh.
Also, they have signs where it's like speeding costs you, and it's like 20 kilometers an hour over, which is like 10 miles an hour over is like 1,000 Canadian dollars, which is like 600, 700 US dollars. And it's like, it's to the point. Going. It's basically like, if you speed, like, we're going to kill you.
Yeah.
And like your dog too.
Damn.
But nobody cares. They speed just as much as they do in America, but their penalties seem way worse.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
They're living on the edge.
Anyways, I'm still needing to pee. So plug in. At this point, I'm basically in the middle of nowhere, which is convenient. So I'm like, all right, gas station. Because I also don't want to get like a whatever. I don't want to be on the sex offender list for indecent exposure because I'm peeing on the side of a highway.
Yeah.
Especially not in a foreign country.
Yes.
Especially not with a company vehicle.
Yes.
So, nearest gas station, go. All right, driving, pull up. This is not a normal gas station. This is a mechanic shop that has a gas pump outside. So
No.
I decided quickly, this is not for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right. I can't risk this happening again, so I'm going to type in nearest fast food, which is an A&W, which is a Canadian staple because there's one like every 50 feet, which is interesting.
Okay.
So this is 11 minutes away. I felt like I was on the brink, bro.
Oh, fuck.
Had to lock it.
You gotta lock in, bro.
Had to lock in. Pulled up to the A&W, said, how you doing? Unleashed the floodgates. We're all good.
Oh, for sure.
Back on the road. We're swagging. At this point, I crack open the strawberry banana because I had to pee earlier, so I don't want to drink it because then I'd have to pee even more. So glug that down. You know how we do it.
The moment it opens, it's done.
And
it ain't leaving the hand.
Dude, the cap does not get put back on until it's empty.
No.
So responded to some texts. We're back on the road.
Yep.
La. We're driving. Nothing. And then it's lunchtime, and I had to pee again. So restaurants near me. There's a place called Out for Lunch Cafe. That's my vibe. I could use a coffee. Okay. Pull up. Sign says open. I'm like, all right, this is good.
Let's do it. That's what I plan to do. I want to walk in there.
I plan to eat at this restaurant. This is good that they're open.
Yeah.
Walk up to the door. Locked. I'm like, all right, this is one of those things. So walk over to the other side where there's a door. Locked. Try to look. The windows were tinted, so I couldn't even see inside.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I guess that means there's no lights on. Oopsie daisies. So there was no parking lot for there, so I parked in front of a hardware store. So I'm like, hardware store's got to have a bathroom. I'm on the brink. So walk into the hardware store. I'm out searching. I'm NPC strutting around looking for the bathroom. No such bathroom.
No.
In sight. So find an employee. Excuse me, do you guys have a public restroom? Yeah, let me show you where it is. Took me... Is there a name for the maze that the Minotaur's in?
Yes.
The labyrinth. So he takes me through the labyrinth. I go back in the store to the warehouse section of the store and then take a left turn up very sudden, very extreme stairs. And then it's carpet. It's like a outside deck, but inside. And then bathroom doors that just look like it's in a house. And I'm like, what is going on?
What?
Unleash the floodgates.
This is how Canadians do it, bro.
Dude, Canada sucks, bro. So, unleash the floodgates. We're all good. We're back on the road. I'm listening to G Unit best hits. I'm getting down with some 50 Cent, some Tony Yayo. So it's time. And I'm driving. I'm not very hungry, but I was just going to stop for lunch because it was convenient. So, pulling up. I got back in the car and I was looking for food near me, and then I was just looking on the map and I'm like, oh, London, that's a large area. They'll have good restaurants. So found the one. I forget what it's called. You're welcome. It was some weird name. I guess it's a chain, but went there and had some lamb, which, guys, the US dollar to Canadian dollar conversion, very favorable.
Was it hitting?
This lamb, 27 Canadian dollars, which is 17 American dollars. Dude, I would not trust $17 lamb.
Yeah.
So munch that. It was with a bunch of veggies. Not important. Felt like the food took forever. Maybe this is a Canadian thing, but dude, the waiter apologized to me 3 times and was like, I'm going to go check in on your order.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely not American.
And,
they pretty much, they walk by you with a cigarette in your mouth and they're like,
yeah, bang on.
Need a water?
Yeah. Good. I'm not getting you any. But, so I'm like, oh, this is kind of taking a while. I want to get back on the road. But anyways, munch it. It was delicious, obviously. Got me out of there. Driving out of London. On the horizon, I see death. I'm like, why is it yellow? Why is the air orange? What's going on?
Yeah.
So I'm like, some sort of weird storm, whatever. driving, had to pee again, pull over to a McDonald's. I look up, why is it so smoky in Ontario?
What is going on?
First result. Ontario, Canada has the worst air quality in the entire world right now due to wildfires. And I was like, good. Great, man.
Good.
Love to hear it. Because a couple years back, they had bad wildfires and the smoke blew down to Ohio. And it's doing that again.
It is.
It's not as bad here as it was up in Anna, but still, whatever. Good. So I'm driving. Dude, I get stuck in traffic.
Oh, shit.
Cortisol going up.
Oh, no.
Breathing in the smoke. This is non-good. And then get the light for low tire pressure.
Oh, no.
I'm like, all right.
In the company vehicle, crazy.
I need to investigate this because this could severely make this a lot worse.
Yeah.
So, nearest gas station. Boom. Pull up. Not looking promising. There's an Indian, not that it matters, but it might, and a Suburban that is parked in front of the air compressor, not using it, on his phone. Yep. I'm not about to be like, hey, buddy, move, please. And the actual gas station is about the size of like 2 porta potties put together.
No.
So I'm like, all right, they definitely don't have a pressure gauge in there. Boogie down. Next gas station, couple miles away. Good. Pull up there. Walk in. I immediately park in front of the air compressor to claim that spot as my own.
You gotta claim it.
And then walk in. I see one air, whatever, my cortisol. One pressure gauge left. Cop it. Dude scans it. Rings up $0. I'm like, huh?
Fuck yeah.
And like the boss guy was like, let them have it. It's okay.
Wow.
It has no price. I do not know if it even works. And I was like, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
So pay $2.50 Canadian cents to start the air compressor. And then, so I go around and I check with the pressure gauge. And I know my tires are supposed to be between 30 and 35.
Mm-hmm.
So I measure. I read 25. And I'm like, okay, it might be this one. The others were like around 30.
Okay.
And then I didn't realize this, but the air compressor had a built-in pressure gauge. So when I put it on, like a little thing went and shot out.
Yeah.
But this read 35. And I was like,
well,
now listen here. I'm somewhere between 25 and 35. So I checked all the tires, and the one that I checked ended up being the low one. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to fill up every tire until it reads 40 on the air compressor one.
Yeah, because then it'd be 30.
It's somewhere in there.
Somewhere in
there.
Has to be.
Has to be. So fill it up. All right, we're back on the road. Dude, I got dead stopped in traffic like 5 times.
No.
This is a 6.5 hour drive. Dude, I finally made it to the hotel at 5:30, bro. It took me 11 hours.
5 extra hours than
5
you thought
extra hours,
with all
bro.
that other shit.
Dude.
Oh.
The lunch was probably a little over an hour, but then the side quest of the air and then the constant traffic, bro, I was moderately fuming.
Oh, I'd be pissed.
But got to the hotel, checked in, no concern. Show me your Honda ID. Okay, dude, whatever. Here you go. And he's like, okay, thank you. Guess his race, doesn't matter.
He was a white guy.
But it might. So now I'm like, all right, I need to eat somewhere. And I purposely stayed further away from Honda because it was in a bigger town with better food options than just like A&W, which is a staple, I guess.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. But so I was going to go to a Korean barbecue place because I've never been.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of the places where you cook your food.
Yep.
Like yourself at the table. And then I was like, this is going to be weird for one guy to go to. So I'm like,
it's a better date thing.
I'm feeling Blasian. So there's a ramen spot. So hit up the ramen. Hello, how many? Just one. Just you?
Come on, bro.
Don't hit me with the 2-step verification.
Don't hit me with that, bro.
It is. I get seated next to a double date and then next to a dude who I thought was just by himself because he was by himself. And I'm like, all right, at least I'm not the only one, whatever. But I'm sandwiched in between these people in a wonderful seat that is staring across the restaurant directly at like a mom and her daughter who looks exactly like her. Not an important detail, just something I picked up on. I'm very observant.
Yeah.
Basically staring at them having dinner if I look straight ahead. So I'm like, all right, I
I will
will
look directly down.
I will look directly down
and eat my ramen.
and eat my ramen. So I'm looking directly down, and a lady walks up. So I look up and smile at her, assuming she's my waitress. She looks at me, has a twinge of disgust, sits with the dude who I thought was by himself. All right, cool. I just smiled at some dude's wife/girlfriend. Good. No concern. So then,
Good.
good. So then the
Oh my god.
actual waitress, who is an Asian, and I'm like, that makes more sense
Ooh.
than this white lady. She's like, oh, she gave me a water. She's like, do you want anything else other than water? And I was like, can I get lemons for the water? She's like, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So I've never had ramen before, so I'm looking at this menu and I'm basically flabbergasted.
Yeah, I've never had good ramen either.
So
Just Maruchan.
I just flipped pages and then I got to the spicy section and I was like, now this is me.
Mm-hmm.
So ordered the spicy ramen. It was deli shoes. I was wearing a white shirt.
Fuck yeah.
And I was flinging the orange broth
All
got it
over
on my shirt. So I looked down like, ugh. So I had to dip the napkin and rub. So I just had random wet spots. Good.
It's good.
But munched that, whatever. Got me out of there. And not very good with the refills, but also there was only one waitress. So understandable. But she did walk past me multiple times with a water pitcher, filling up other people's. I could they probably knew I was American. And they were like, this guy made our gas prices go up directly. True. So whatever.
Damn, bro.
Done munching.
And Canada, it's everything's expensive in Canada if you're not paying with US dollars.
Yeah.
You know, you were having a good time. Yeah, they're like, fuck, this ramen sucks.
Canada is the spot for vacations because your dollar goes far.
Yeah.
Like I think the conversion rate is like 76 cents. So like,
oh my God,
you're getting like $1.25 for every dollar you have.
That's sick.
Which is tough.
That's lit.
And their pricing, it's like 2016 prices there. In US dollars, it's great.
Really? Yeah.
Like I went to Taco Bell, dude.
Is it good?
On the way back today, yeah, I got 2 spicy potato soft tacos. The total was like $4.21 Canadian.
What? That's crazy.
So
it's probably like what, $2.50?
Yeah, it was like $2.50 for 2 of these giants.
God.
It was heavenly, dude.
That's incredible.
It was awesome. But so I get back to the car and I'm like, I want to do stuff.
Yeah. This
area has good beaches, like good nature trails and stuff, but it's on fire outside.
Yeah.
We're cooked. So I just go back to the hotel room and rot. I try to practice handstand walking, but there's not really enough space. I kicked the air conditioning unit multiple times. I was like, this is not working. Let's just rot on YouTube and accept defeat.
Damn, bro.
So do that. Then the next morning.
I've been there. Not in Canada, though.
Yeah. Time for work. But they wanted to start at 7:30. I said, that's acceptable.
Okay.
So I got to sleep in, like, basically more than I ever have.
Yeah.
In recent memory while getting up for work, which means, of course, I woke up at 3 a.m, terrified that I overslept. Look at the clock. It's 3. I'm like, what am I doing with myself, bro? Go back to bed.
Yeah.
So stop at Timmy Hortons in the morning. I said, hello, I would like the bacon and egg croissant sandwich combo, please. She rings me up for just the sandwich. I say, thank you. This is fine.
It's like the barbershop. You can't tell them you don't like the haircut.
So, and I filled up my coffee thermos at the hotel because of the free coffee. So,
fuck yeah.
I'm like, whatever, no need for 2 coffees. We'll be all right. And then there's a Circle K right next to the Timmy Hortons. And I'm like, let's take a little walk, see if they got Strawberry Banana Fairlife. They do.
Fuck yeah.
Circle K, another ally, another friend of the pod. So
sponsor, please.
Hit that up. And then headed to Honda of Canada Manufacturing. And I got there at 7 because I care about stuff like this, guys.
Yes, obviously.
So pull up to the visitor's entrance and the suppliers are already there. And I was like, these guys care more than me. This is unacceptable. These are good guys. So I was talking to them about Canada, and I'm like, the conversion rate's awesome for me. And they're like, yeah, we remember, because the supplier is from very close to the border.
Okay.
But they also had to, like, stay the night because it was, like, far enough up to Honda, Canada. So they're like, yeah, we remember going to America just to buy groceries because it was so much cheaper there. But not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, yep.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
But works for me, man.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Damn, bro, I feel bad. I feel bad for those guys because I check like I will not make this long, but I'll look at like games or like trading cards and shit like in America that is already exorbitantly expensive, and you look and it's like I'm talking about cards being like $200, here, and then they'll say like 600 or something there, or like 800, and then you think about the conversion, you're like, these fuckers are overpaying like crazy, and
more.
we are too. Like,
Yeah.
it's just crazy. It's sad, but
Yeah, being Canadian would suck.
Damn.
But the entire time I was driving up, I didn't see a single cop on the highway. But as I was driving from the ramen place back to my hotel, I'm going back in time. What am I doing? But anyways, I saw like 6 cops on the way. But
damn.
we're the next day. So investigation time. I'm providing zero value at this point because they're just talking about mechanical stuff. So I'm just sitting like this,
Free
nodding
money.
my head.
Free money.
Can't hear anything. I have earplugs in. So I'm like, all right, I need to stop this behavior. I need to start doing something. So I start looking at stuff and taking pictures. And then I'm like, oh, this robot controller, we're going to move it down to the pit. We better make sure these cables are long enough. Also, anything from the robot to this controller is going to need rewired because I doubt there's enough slack for that. And then I'm like, man, I worked so hard today.
Hell yeah.
And then basically doing the same thing. And then some electrical questions get asked. And the Canadian member that we're dealing with is either I'm stupid. I'm not going to call him stupid, but either I'm stupid or he's not very good at answering or asking questions, because he asked me a question about a sensor and was like, can you look at it? I had no idea what sensor he's talking about, but I'm an ambitious man, so I say, I'll look. So I go in and I asked the mechanical designer who went with me, and I'm like, hey, do you know what sensor he's talking about? He's like, yeah, these. And I'm like, okay. Yep, there are 3. This is good. So I'm like, what exactly were you asking? And he's like, will this be able to detect the EGR? And I'm like, I don't know. Do you have a part that we can put on here? And he's like, oh, it's an entirely different fixture. And I'm like, but you're going to have the same sensor alignment? Because the sensors are mounted on the fixture.
Yeah.
So why would you have the same alignment? Whatever, man. And he's like, is there any way we can test? And I'm like, well, you could like measure. And I'm like, or a better thing, if you have a prox tester, you can just plug the 24-volt source into the sensor, then put the part on there and see if you can see it.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, that sounds good. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on, bro.
I don't know what's going on in Canada, bro.
So it's crazy. Dude, the Canadian situation is crazy.
Dude.
So, that gets done, looking at more electrical stuff. So I became more relevant as the journey continued.
That's good.
And then it was time. They were like, all right, that's all we needed. And then I had another machine I had to look at. So peace out, Girl Scouts. I'm going over to the machining side.
Yeah.
Walk over there, find the machine. Now I'm expecting, because they were July shutdown, my project was upgrading these machines to Windows 11. And by that, I mean, watch Japanese people do it and try to understand what they're doing. So I figured it was going to be the same thing up in Canada, except it was just going to be by myself.
Yeah.
The machine's completely different. Also, the parts they're running aren't even using the process that, like, I thought it was using.
Huh.
And there's just a dude sitting down, blowing off parts with an air wand. And I'm like, we are in Looney Tunes Village. So I just take a bunch of pictures and videos. And then I message my big boss, and I'm like, what's going on, dude? And he's like, oh, it's all manual inspection up there. And also, they're not even running the parts that use the actual DI process. And I'm like,
so
okay.
What are you supposed to do?
Yeah. So that gives me a lot more work to do during December shutdown, because I have to get them a Windows 11 PC and give them the software that has the auto judge capability, which will probably require an entirely new PC enclosure because they did not have anything like what Anna has. And also, they have not been running these parts with the actual DI features for like years. So the inspection equipment for that might not even work by the time I get up there. So my workload like quintupled.
Oh my God.
So I said good, of course.
Good.
So that was at like 10:30, and I'm like, I have to work 8 hours today, so I guess I have to work at the hotel. So I drive back. I say, ooh, I should pick up lunch, and then I can just eat it in the hotel room. Be a little quick something.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I want to change first. So driving to the hotel, there's a fire truck blocking off the entrance to
Oh,
the
boy.
hotel, and I'm like, cool,
Good.
I guess I'll eat first. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Mm.
And they have an exclusive menu item that is a maple syrup spicy chicken sandwich.
Canada only?
Canada only,
Oh, bro. I'd have to try it.
I had to munch. Also, Canada has cool rest stops, at least Ontario. They're called en routes, which it's like a normal rest stop, except the main feature isn't that it has a bathroom. It does have bathrooms, but it also has a Tim Hortons, an A&W, and a Popeyes usually.
All
All three.
Damn.
And a Starbucks, but it's separate from the main building, probably due to Tim Hortons gang warfare.
Probably.
But, so yeah. Picked up an iced coffee because the hotel coffee tasted like the smoky smell outside. Not sure what was going on. It was disgusting. So stopped drinking that, except when I forgot what it tasted like and reached for it out of habit. Took a sip and went, bleh. Did that like 5 times. Good. I'm losing major brain functions.
But you're getting caffeine, so it's good.
Barely, bro. I'm getting woken up just based on the disgusting taste.
What the hell is that?
So then I'm like, all right, I need to work in the hotel, and so this is going to be cool. So I just made a presentation based on my research and uploaded all the pictures and videos I took to the SharePoint site so that the suppliers could see it. Because if you're not a Honda associate with a Honda approved phone, like a work phone, you're not allowed to take any pictures or videos.
Yeah.
So they weren't able to do anything, so we had to take all the pictures and videos they needed and then had to send it to them.
Okay.
So did that. Made a pretty cool presentation. Not a big deal. I have my own presentation template that I've tried to get other people to use because I think it looks good, but they just continue to use just black and white Arial 12-point font.
Damn.
Whatever, man. Not a big deal.
Okay.
So then it hits 3 p.m. and I'm like, all right, I started at 7. I should have to work until 3:30, but I didn't take a 30-minute morning break. So if you don't do that, you get to add 30 minutes to the day. So I'm like, sweet, I'm done.
Sweet.
Good. So now it's time to find something to do. So I'm searching. Basically, everything's outdoor. There's a climbing gym. And I said, this is good stuff.
Yeah.
I look at it. It doesn't go up. It's like a 10-foot wall, but they have like different like features. And I'm like, oh, this is for people who are already good at climbing. Because
is it like shaped like this?
They had like flat wall, some shaped like this, but they had flat wall with like different stuff on it. And I'm like, so this is for people who are already good because these are specific features that you're training for.
Yeah.
Because like, I've never climbed before, so if I'm going for the first time, I want to go up to see
too.
how high I can go.
Yep, me too.
So I'm not gonna go to like some super technical training.
Yeah.
For this, I'm like, okay. Oh, there's paintball. That's outside, but I can brave it for this. And open play, and basically I would have 30 minutes to play by the time I got there. Not happening.
Not happening.
So I see there's Pickleplex, an indoor pickleball arena area. So I'm like, now this is my cup of tea. However, I did not bring a pickleball paddle. It's all right. They have a store side to it. I'll just buy a super sweet Canadian pickleball paddle. Not a big deal. Pull up there. I walk in, and immediately I'm heavily concerned because there's a sign that says, please leave outside shoes in the provided cubbies. And I was like, outside shoes? Do they sell pickleball shoes? What's going on?
Yeah, what is going on in Canada, bro?
Now me, I'm in my sandals because this is the new me. I've rebranded 7 times since graduating high school.
You're like Mr. K.
Not a big deal. So I ignore that sign as an American would and walk up. There's a 17-year-old working the counter.
Yep.
I look around like an idiot, and then I'm like, hello. He's like, hello, how can I help you? And I'm like, I want to play pickleball. He's like, okay. He's like, do you have a reservation?
Okay, bud.
And I'm like, reservation?
And
he's like, yeah, usually people like reserve the courts. And I'm like, is there, so I can't just like,
is there any pickup
play? Yeah. And he's like, well, what you can do is you can like reserve a court. And I'm like, okay. So I like go over to the seating area and pull up their website and try to reserve a court. minimum amount of people to reserve is 2.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it says I need like 2 people to reserve a court. And he's like, should let you do 1. Look at our website. And I'm like, no, I am on it. And I show it to him and he's like, that's weird. And he's like, well, he's like, well, you know, we could like put out like a ball return machine and you could just practice. And I'm like, what about this open play you're talking about? And he's like, oh yeah, we have open play every day. And I'm like, oh great. And he's like, but only at certain times. And I'm like, cool.
I'm
Now,
sorry about this trip, bro.
you might be guessing what my next question is, but since you're not, what times is this open play? And he's like, oh, there's no more today, but there are tomorrow. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna be gone tomorrow, bro. And I'm like, so I'm cooked. And he's like, yeah, sorry about that. I'm like, cool, good. So I return to the car defeated. And for the next 30 minutes, I spend that 30 minutes. That was a very cool sentence. Trying to figure out what I want to do next. This indoor activities.
Oh wait, so this whole section is you're done with work for the day.
Yes.
And you know you have nothing left for the day, and you're gonna be leaving tomorrow.
Because I got done working at 3 p.m.
Yes.
I'm trying to find something to do.
Because you're going to be in Canada guaranteed for the next rest of the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I need something to do.
Yes.
Now.
Yes.
So, MMA gym. I said, now this is one like it.
Oh shit.
I look. I check their schedule.
I'm getting hyped now.
I check their schedule. On Thursdays at 6, they have striking class, and then from 7 to 8, they have open sparring.
Trial class.
Yes.
Fuck
so
yeah.
immediately, I'm like, trial class?
Yes.
And I call them up to, like, because I want to make sure, like, hey, like, since I'm doing, because I don't want to go there, and then they're like, all right, basic striking fundamentals, and I'm not even allowed to do anything.
Yeah.
Plus, I obviously don't have any equipment.
Yeah.
And I was like, crap, I have to buy, like, a mouth guard and a cup. At least, you know, they're not going to give that to me. Yeah. So I call them, they don't answer. I call them again. A couple minutes later, they don't answer.
Damn.
Like, all right, all of my dreams are washed away at this point. So I didn't do that because I didn't want to just pull up clueless.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't want to buy a mouth guard and a cup just to walk up there and be like, oh, fundamentals of striking.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to touch anybody until you've had 16 classes.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, can I just walk in and spar, please?
Yeah, please allow
me. Even if I get my ass kicked,
let me walk in from the street and just spar, bro. But
I want to challenge you for your gym, sensei.
Yeah, we're basically cooked. So I'm right now. The Pickleplex is right next to the mall, so I'm like, I have nothing to buy. Let's go to the mall.
Yeah.
I look it up. They have a bookstore. I'm like, I'll buy a book and read it tonight. Not a big deal. So pull up to the mall, walk in immediately. Canadians are allegedly nice, but Canadian women seem to be very mean to other Canadian women because
let me book my trip.
There are multiple times I heard them like yelling at each other, all in parking lots. But so I'm pulling up.
Hey,
if you're gonna park in a freaking parking spot, eh? Like, because there are people like just with their hazards on in front of the mall, and there's a lady in a Corvette screaming.
They have Corvettes in Canada.
Yeah, that's another thing. Lots of Teslas.
Really?
And a decent amount of like luxury cars.
It's because Canada's gay, bro. They like electricity. Everybody knows electricity is gay. You can't trust it.
It's true. I only saw 2 Corvettes.
Okay,
that's both are driven by women, which I find interesting.
OnlyFans models,
or something.
Something.
I walk in, and the second thing I notice, there's a lot of scantily clad, definitely minors. What's going on?
Yeah,
dude. The last time in my life I was supposed to see a 17-year-old's butt cheeks was when I was 17 and noticed that I had butt pimples, and I was trying to check that out in the mirror. But alas, at the age of 22, it's happened again, and it wasn't my own, so this is the problem.
Yeah, true.
And don't call me weird for looking, bro.
I'm not calling you weird,
I wasn't even looking,
I'm not calling you weird.
The viewers.
Listen, man.
Dude, don't hit me with any pedophile allegations, bro. It was in the periphery. And I had to verify my peripheral guess because sometimes I see like shadow people and I look and they're not there.
I see them, bro.
This time I saw the shadow people. They were there.
They were there.
So I said, all right, is Canada cooked? Are we cooked because we're in a major like population center?
Could be.
Is this a mall situation where they're like, we're here to meet boys. We better dress like...
Mall situations are bad.
Mall situations can be bad.
Very bad.
So I say, all right, we're in this situation.
Okay.
Not a big deal. I will continue staring at the floor. Good.
Yep. That's what I do.
Third thing I noticed, there is an insane person who is
feels like home,
frantically writing on a piece of paper while like quickly muttering and cussing to himself,
Yes.
wearing a leather jacket and leather hat, and he's like,
Oh yeah.
he's like scribbling, and I'm like,
He sounds like a Call of Duty zombie.
yeah, basically. I wanted to walk up and be like, yo, bro.
He pulls out the knife.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I wanted to pull up and be like, yo, bro, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Because, I have an interest in other people doing well, generally.
Yeah.
So, but then I'm like,
this could be bad.
he could have a knife. Because he has like a trench coat, and I'm like, he could have a katana under there.
Starts like chasing you throughout the wall.
He could have been, dude, while I was chasing women, he could have been studying the blade.
Oh my god.
So, I'm like, we're going to leave this alone for now. I'm going to find a security representative and get this taken care of. I'm going to find Paul Blart and have them duel.
Yeah.
But, so, walking around, I do a loop of the first floor because I'm looking for this bookstore, and I see a security guy, and I'm like, look, bro,
bro.
I'm like, there's a guy you might want to check in on. I don't think he's having a very good time.
Yeah.
And
I do not think he owns the LLB behind me. That's all I'm saying.
I should have given him a description, but realistically, he could have.
I think he probably figured it out.
I like to think he went and tried to kick out like the wrong guy, which would be funny.
Yeah.
But I'm like, there's a guy over there. He's probably not all mentally there, and he's like, I understand you perfectly, boss. I'll look into it.
Oh, what a legend.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I kind of wanted to like watch and see what happened, but I was like, nay, I cannot subject myself to like that weird like stuff. So I ascend to the second floor bookstore located.
Oh yes.
I walk in. I want psychology and philosophy section. No such section. I say, interesting. All right. What about like a religion and spirituality section?
Yeah.
Nay, does not exist.
What the fuck's going on?
I say, what kind of bookstore is this? History and political science. I said, close enough.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. There's some books that interest me about Rome and the Roman Empire, but they're all too thick, and I'm like, I just want something to do tonight. Give me like a 200-pager. These are all huge, and the ones that are little almost feel too brief for this epic of a topic.
Yeah.
So I'm looking. I spent a good time just like circling and squatting and standing and
That's
looking.
kind of fun in a bookstore, though.
Yeah.
You get in a bookstore and you're just living in there. I love it.
I ended up finding a book on tyranny by somebody. Well, I walked up to the count. I have a list of books that I wanted to read, and most of them are psychology and philosophy. So that's what I was hunting down. No such section existed. So I went up to the counter because there's one history book that I want to read, The True Story of the Conquest of New Spain, which is like the memoir of a conquistador who came and was like dealing with the Mayans and the Aztecs.
Oh shit!
And basically all of his writings are like, yo, bro, these people are insane.
Well, dude, he saw that same guy 30,000 years.
Yeah,
not 30,000. He saw that same dude writing on a tablet.
Yeah,
he's got like a
basically,
headdress and like
I was a conquistador in
You
that
were,
mall, bro.
You were, bro.
But yeah, and so I go up to the counter. I'm like, hey, can you guys look up if you have this book? And she's like, we don't have it in store, but you can buy it online. I'm like,
everything's tomorrow in Canada.
Everything's tomorrow in Canada, dude. This is Tomorrowland. So I said, all right, this doesn't work for me. So I ended up finding that book, and then I walk out, and there's an LL Bean, and that is like, I've never been in an LL Bean. We're back to this part of the story.
Yep.
Anyways, I'm looking, and I'm like, ooh, I talked about cargo shorts on the pod. I want more shorts that accept belts so I can legally carry a firearm more often because I only have one pair of shorts that accepts belts. And so I'm like, all right, now we have a mission. This is interesting. So now I'm running throughout the mall trying to find reasonably priced cargo shorts that don't have a 12-inch inseam. Tougher challenge than you might imagine. But ended up pulling up to this place called Harry's because they had a sign Levi's, and I'm like, Levi's might, I don't know, man. I'm doing whatever at this point.
Yeah.
So I find them. They have multiple cargo short options, and they're pretty sick. And they have that built-in belt thing. Not built-in, but included.
Yep.
So I hit those up. Buy one, get one, 50% off. Good.
Very good.
Whatever, purchase them. La, la, la. Time to eat dinner. One-eyed Jacks it is. Pull up. Hi.
Is that a chain?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Right. Hey, hi, how may I help you? Just one. Just you? Bro.
Not again.
Stop with the two-step verification. I'm alone.
Oh, wow.
So pull up. I'm like, water with lemon. And she's like, okay, I'll get that. Do you already know what you want to eat? And I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is an experienced waitress. Thank you.
Yep.
So I'm like, yep, give me the shepherd's pie with a side of Caesar salad. And I'm like, oh, I left my book in the car. I can read that. So probably looked like a prankster because I ordered and then immediately walked out of the restaurant. And I was like, that's kind of a funny thing to do, but not really.
Yeah.
But so grabbed the book, ended up reading half of it before dinner. Powerful.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. My mind is incredible. It's a 160-page book, so whatever. So
my body is a temple.
Munch. The shepherd's pie is a smaller portion than I previously imagined. Still hungry. Hey, why don't you give me a slice of that white chocolate raspberry cheesecake?
Oh, damn.
Deli shoes, bro.
Hell yeah.
Deleted that. Yeah. Then it's back to the hotel. Finished the book. Not a big deal. Guys, good book. It's basically like a playbook of like how to recognize you're in a tyrannical situation, how to avoid it, and how to get out of it if you're in one. But the author is a libtard, bro.
What?
He's talking some liberal nonsense. He's like, in 2016, the president, and I'm like, okay, bro. And he's like, severely threatened democracy? Which, like, dude, if he is, I'm ready to brainwash to think he is. So stop trying to get me on that.
Yeah, true.
Just say America's the best country in the world, and then I'll read your book. But
yeah, why is he talking about the U.S. president? Or he's not Canadian. It's just a book written that you got in Canada.
So,
sorry guys, I am retarded.
It's okay. You've said like you're gonna say 15 words on this episode. I've just been talking about my trip to Canada.
I know. I'm loving it.
But
I'm loving it.
Whatever. Read the book. It's a good book. I would recommend it. If you can find it like used, that'd be cool. My copy is now available to borrow since I'm done with it. It's a good book, short read. Just ignore the liberal nonsense or don't. Yeah. I'm open to other perspectives as long as it's not literal heresy. Yeah. So it was fine by me. Interesting perspective. Something I did like from it though, it was talking about here we go. Predictive / anticipatory compliance, which is an interesting concept that it's one of those things where like you're like, okay, yeah, there's this thing, and then someone walks by and they're like, oh, that's and they have a name for it, and you're like, oh, there's a name for it. It was one of those like eye-opening moments where they're talking about like the Nazis in World War II, like the SS, like they were committing atrocities not being told to do them, but because they had previously been ordered to do bad stuff, they were like, well, what would they probably tell us to do in this situation? We should do that. Yeah. So not even that they're just following orders, but they're like it's predictive compliance, anticipatory compliance. Yeah. So it's like they probably want me to do this. I'm going to do this.
Interesting.
And it's like avoid this.
You get rid of your free will.
Yeah. Because it started off with a quote that's like, in tyranny, power from the people is most of the time handed freely over. Like people voted Hitler in, people voted communists in, and then that was the last election that they got with that, so do not freely hand over your power like this. It also had an interesting thing where it's like, try to avoid falling into common language, because it was talking about like how slogans throughout history have kind of like whittled people's minds down to just repeat stuff. So they're like, if someone says something to you, when you go to say it, try to say the same thing, but using different words, just so you avoid falling in the common language.
Interesting.
I'm like, I like this. However, there's some common language that's come up in the Soon Goons at Honda, such as much to think about, no concern. I'm not abandoning that. So take that, liberal book.
Yeah, but you kind of created that in a way. So I don't know if it's
I have to rock with it.
Yeah, you have to.
Anyways, my mind is powerful.
Powerful.
I came up with a thing, probably not, on the way back to the hotel room from the ramen place. I had to text Xavier because I thought it was some fi and I didn't want to forget it. To get the outcomes you want, you have to take the steps you don't want to take. Because, I was rotting in the hotel room and I'm like, I should be doing stuff. Yeah. And it's like, I want to get better at handstand walking and I want to be able to do more push-ups. I'm not handstand walking or doing any push-ups right now. I'm watching YouTube reels. It's like, dude, I need to do the things that I don't want to do to get the things that I do want. Yeah. So, obviously not the first person to come up with that concept, but it hit me for real for what's honestly probably like the 5th time. Yeah. But I wrote it down this time. So take that. That's liberal book. I'm starting a new rebrand. We talked about dopamine stacking. Dude, we need to recap the UFC. We don't have time.
No, we can. We got 10 minutes.
Yeah. But harsh anti-dopamine stacking. So I purposely and very mindfully read my book, and if I was reading my book, I was reading my book. Once my food came, put the book away, was eating. If I wanted to text somebody, stopped eating,
everything,
pulled out the phone, text, done with that, put it away, back to eating, that sort of thing. So I was trying to do that, and I'm going to try to do that as much as possible, to the point where I might be anti-talking while eating. Because like monks in monasteries, eating time is for eating. It's not for chit chat. Chit chat time is chit chat time. And I'm like, if they're doing that, it's probably good. So
now I'm gonna hit you with a crazy.
That's not gonna work well on dates. But
yeah, I'm gonna hit you with a crazy one though.
Hit me with it.
So I don't know if you're doing this already or if it is possible, but when you work, I know you sometimes like to hit the musy in your ear. Are you fit to stop doing the music while the worky? Because that one's maybe that was weird.
Here's the thing. That's another thing with the like mindful consumption. Because if it's just background noise, knock it off. That's my stance. If I'm listening to music, I'm listening to the music.
You're intentionally.
So like instrumentals are more gooder for that sort of stuff, anyways. So another thing interesting that I picked up from the War Mode podcast is the one guy, Spud, was restructuring his mornings because he's like, I used to get up and just go straight on the phone or whatever. And it's like my very first thoughts in the morning are not my own because I'm like listening to a podcast or something. So trying to spend more time alone with my thoughts, which worked out well because I was in a hotel room with nothing to do.
Yeah.
Dude, I had time with myself, and all I did with that time was ran away from myself because I was rotting on YouTube, you know?
Yeah.
So I had some good thoughts once I started like actually thinking, like to the point where I wrote stuff down in my journal, which is cool.
Yeah. Journaling, guys, is dope as fuck.
Dude, even thinking, because I was like, dude, I had like a date with myself because I was like eating, and then I was like having these thoughts, and I'm like, who is this guy?
I think more people should do that. I never do that, but like even going to the mall by yourself, 99% of people are not going to go do that.
Yeah.
Like they'll just be like, well, I could be on Instagram, so it's like that is something that a lot of people should strive to do. The climbing one could have been difficult because you kind of need a belayer for the top rope thing sometimes, but
no equipment, bro. Put me up there.
Dude, get up there. Get up there. I need a belayer. Let me climb.
The pickleball was incredibly awkward, I will say.
Yeah. But
no
also, I can see a world where it's possible that you could walk in and people are playing, and you'd be like, "Hey, can I get in?"
That's what I expected. Because I look on like the pictures online, and there's a bunch of courts.
Yeah.
So I figure I'll like walk in, and there'll be like 3 people, and I'll be like, "You mind if I join?" And they're like, "Oh, for sure."
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. Yeah. Final thought from me is we're starting a book club. It's official. We're going to talk about it tonight in person.
Yep.
But if you want invited to the Discord, we don't have a One Man Two Balls Discord, but we have a Fishmo's Human Resources Discord. Whatever, you guys can get in. As long as you don't spoil the Wordle, you're allowed in. But I put out a poll. We'll get a full list of the people who want to participate. Then we'll put those names on a wheel, spin the wheel. Whoever it lands on gets to pick the book for the rest of the people. Then their name gets removed, and we keep spinning the wheel until everybody. But anyways.
Oh, yeah.
Xavier, you have 5 minutes.
Yeah, man.
I rambled for 55 minutes.
that was actually great. I loved it. Dude, I feel bad, man. It sounds like that trip sucked.
Dude, I was facing adversity.
You were.
And then my cortisol got spiked immediately coming back.
Good. Yeah, it's just, it's like you even tried to like, when stuff got bad, you tried to do other stuff, and then there's obstacles there. It's like, no.
Oh, dude, I forgot to say this. Also, more adversity at the mall. When I was walking around searching for cargo shorts, there were like 2 probably 13-year-old boys like in pants and hoodies.
6'7".
It's 83 degrees out, guys.
Yeah.
These guys are wearing pants and hoodies and shiesties.
No.
I'm sussy, back it out. I'm saying these are some sassy backers. What are we doing?
No.
So I'm walking up. I'm like, these guys are definitely tucking a knife because they think they're gangsters and they think
For
they're
sure.
cool. So that's immediately high alert.
Absolutely.
And
I'm tired.
this is true.
Sorry,
dude, you
guys.
need a sip of the pre-workout.
I do.
But then a group of hopefully the same age girls come up, and the one kid starts immediately like making out with the one. And I wanted to hit him with a yo, bro. Can we not do this in public?
Yeah.
Dude, he yeah. I didn't. Dude, I pussied out, bro.
Yeah.
I pussied out. I'm a 22-year-old man. I should have unked on him. I should have been like, bro, what are you
Lock
doing
in.
with a ski mask? What are you doing with a sweatshirt?
Yeah.
It's 83 degrees out. You're in public, bro.
Yeah.
You're better than this.
It's true.
Listen, man. Premarital making out.
Damn.
Should we be doing that?
I don't think so, bro.
The opinions no. Heavily no.
Damn.
So that's upsetting to a lot of people, but
Canada's doomed.
you must strive for better, guys.
Canada's doomed, bro.
So
But to be fair, in the mind of a 13-year-old boy,
that was probably the coolest
that's probably the
thing ever.
littest thing.
Wearing a ski mask when it's 80 degrees,
that's-
hanging out with your friends,
that's probably
making out
lit.
with your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's
probably
lit.
feels pretty sick.
At 13, that's like the coolest shit ever.
Guys.
But you're in Canada, so it's
So
gay.
it's gay. Even if it's a girl, you're gay. Because you're Canadian.
I feel like wearing the shiesty makes it twice as gay as
Absolutely.
it would be.
You're hiding, bro. You're
How do
hiding
you how do you make out in a shiesty? Did he like
well,
lift it
he
up
had
like
He had
Spider-Man?
it pulled down.
It's
Yeah. So
like
he
Spider-Man.
had like a Buzz Lightyear situation going on basically because he had like the
Yeah.
face covering part pulled down to his chin.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I pussied out because I probably also should have talked to that mentally ill man because I don't know how that security guard handled the situation.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's like, bro, get the hell out. And then the guy's like,
See, I was kind of hoping that.
or if I could have hit him with a, hey man, is everything okay? And he's like, I'm going through some tough times.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just need someone to talk to. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I have nothing going on.
I'm
Speak
here.
to me, friend.
7 hours.
7 hours, bro. Let's
No.
speak. But I
I
pussied out twice at the mall.
I kind of wish there was a continuation of the story where he sees you exit the mall and he hops in his decrepit vehicle and chases you all the way back to America.
That would have been fine with me.
Only stopped by border control.
That would have been fine with me. It would have given me something to do.
We got like 2 minutes. I'll tell a funny story. I don't know if I've talked about this before on the podcast, but we're gonna be going to a theater tonight to watch a nice movie with some friends.
Odyssey.
Odyssey, and we is me and a group of people. Some of the same people we're gonna be with tonight. Actually, it was just a bigger group of us. Some of the people are scattered about, but we were on the way home from a movie one night, and we're driving, and we're in the left lane. This person's in the right lane, and we're driving probably about 80 miles an hour, honestly, and we're bad boys at this point. We're going a little fast, but I'm not driving, so it's not me. And we're driving, and we see this guy, and we zoom by, because he's probably going like 70, 72, whatever. We breeze by him, and I was in the back seat. Out of the corner of my eye, my periphery, what was he watching? What is this man doing?
Dude.
I tell the guys in the front seat, I'm like,
Was he auto-gooning, bro?
I think I just saw a man watching pornography while driving. And I'm like, we have to discover this. So we end up getting in the right lane, waiting for him to pass the semi, doing like literally like a Chinese fire drill.
You were on an
We were
elite level Alpha Boys
We
chase.
were on an Alpha Boys training montage. So like we are literally doing a Chinese fire drill in between the two lanes. We passed by him. Everybody's looking. I tried to get a video of it because, and we saw it clear as day. Dude is driving with one hand with his laptop, or like a literal laptop on his lap, and he's auto
Auto-gooning, bro.
And yeah, it was wild to see. I tried to get a video. You couldn't see the screen in the video, and there was no motion, right? But bro, what are you doing? Like, not only doing that, but doing that while driving is crazy.
Insane.
You gotta be
Dude.
out of your mind.
Young man, what the hell are you doing,
Yeah,
bro? Hit
yeah.
up the YMCA, bro.
But guys, I think that's about it. We got a lot of this dude talking about Canada. I loved it. I love the story.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
But yeah, we're gonna go watch Odyssey, and hopefully it's a fun time. So guys, we'll talk about UFC next time. all you need to know is Paddy Pimblett's a bad motherfucker, and I said that a long time ago. But
that's fine. Some of us are wrong. Some of us are right. This is how it works.
No, it's okay. But
also, King Green is the best fighter in the entire world.
He's the best fighter in the world. All right, guys.
That's my final thought.
Bye-bye.